What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the $50 Funko Pop Collection Challenge. Overall goal of this series is to buy a $100 Funko Pop from every single Funko Pop category, starting with just a $50 bill. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, wait, we're getting 2 episodes in 1 week? Well, you are correct.
That's pretty cool.
Last episode, we left off with a balance of $245.37. I've got a ton of stuff in my inventory to sell so we can get some more collection funds, which segues into my next point that this video is sponsored by Whatnot. Whatnot has been a big supporter of this series, and anything that I usually find out in the wild to add more funds back into my collection budget, I sell over on Whatnot. So if you want to support this series and you want to buy anything from the previous episodes to help me buy more $100 Funko Pops, check out the link down below, and also if you're a new user, you can get $10 off of your first purchase. But thank you again to Whatnot for sponsoring this video. So today we are heading to someplace pretty cool that I know is gonna have a $100 Funko Pop that we need. So without any further ado, let's head out, let's get it started. Here we go. All right, folks, I made my way to the Valley Fair Mall, and we are gonna head into the Nerd Store pop-up shop. Now, I've been here plenty of times before, guys, but today our mission is to find a $100 Funko Pop that we need, and if we're looking for one, this would definitely be the place. So essentially, the owner of the Nerd Store buys a bunch of different collections and everything, and he has an overstock of Funko Pops, and so basically he rents out one of the stores in the mall and sells a bunch of the different stuff that he gets from various collections. So everything's going to be separated into your different categories like Star Wars, superheroes, you got Marvel, television, movies, Disney. So we're going to take a look through everything that's in here, guys, obviously focusing on the stuff that we need, but if there's any other cool pieces we can show off, I'll definitely do so. So one of the first things, guys, that I want to show off right here is from Pop Myths, and this is a line that we actually need. There are, I think, a couple $100 Funko Pops that are in this line, but this is the Minotaur right here. Obviously, he's not a $100 pop at $25, but that is a line that we are on the lookout for, and if you guys didn't know, that actually is a line that exists with Pop Myths. Disney is also another line, but this is one that we actually have, so we're not really looking for any $100 Funko Pops that are Disney related today, but they do have a good selection of stuff. Looks like in here, guys, I see a good selection of movies and television, also another category that we've already knocked off, but if you guys want to take a look at some of the cool ones that they have, you have like some Jurassic Park, I mean television, you got Gumby right there. I don't know if we have books. I think we actually do have books. Books is one category that we have, but regardless, guys, there still is some really fun stuff inside of here that's movie and television related. Okay, folks, I know this is going to be a very random pop right here, guys, but we have Hillary Clinton, and she is from the Pop Vote line. Pop the Vote. And if you guys didn't know, there actually is a $100 Funko Pop in this line, and it is Donald Trump right here. So I'll have to keep an eye out for that one, because that is one we obviously need because it's a category we don't have. Even though, you know, it's kind of a random pop, we have to check off every $100 Funko Pop category, and this is one of them, even though it's kind of a random one. Marvel is also a category that we have already knocked off, but I do see some pretty solid Marvel pops. Like one that's kind of random, guys, you have the Winter Soldier, and he's missing his arm right there from Civil War. That's a fun one. I always thought this pop was kind of cool, guys. You have Surtur with his, you know, orange translucent like body with all the flames and stuff, and the sword. I always thought that was a cool pop. Not a really inexpensive one, but I always thought the Zombie Red Skull had some really good detail, guys, especially, you know, with his teeth and with his face. Looks pretty rad. And one of the more simple Spider-Man pops, guys, we have the Target exclusive animated Spider-Man right here. One of my favorites, and I like this one a lot. Promise this is going to be one of the last Marvel pops that I show off, guys, but Elektra is a pretty solid one that I feel like you guys should be on the lookout for. I think I heard that she's going to make a cameo or an appearance in the new Deadpool movie, so at $25, that might actually be a pretty solid price on Elektra. You know, they've got some awesome Marvel pops to look through. Definitely a really large selection. I also just noticed behind me, guys, that this table is full of more Marvel stuff and also some DC. And actually, guys, believe it or not, DC is a category that we don't have yet, but I do notice some great pops that are over here on this wall that might help us accomplish the DC category. So giving you a little bit of a wide view of all the stuff that they have right here, guys, looks like it's, you know, more Marvel and DC related stuff. But like I said, DC is a category that we need. So if you guys want to see some of the stuff that's kind of related to what we need, we have Bane at $130, which is a solid one. The Fugitive Toys exclusive Nightwing, Red Sun Superman. What else we have? Another SDCC Superman, Bizarro, Robin, bunch of different Batmans. So Obviously, guys, I think we have some good selections as far as DC and for the $100 Funko Pops we need. I don't know. I'm kind of debating on Bane right there because I did watch The Dark Knight. I did enjoy those movies, so that might be a solid DC one. And another really random, category that we need is Pop Town, guys. And one of the ones that I know is one of the more expensive ones is Kevin with the Up House, and this one is for $179.99. So I don't know. That's definitely one that we eventually need to check off today. But if we're wanting more funds and everything like that, I think I want to stick to something that's closer to $100. But I got to keep in mind that this is probably going to be the $100 Pop Town that we'll need eventually. And another category that we need, guys, right here is Pop Rides. This one is at $65, but we have the Deadpool and the Chimichanga truck. I do actually see a Pop Ride that's over there that would, I think, help us achieve that $100 Funko Pop that we need. But I got to keep in mind Pop Rides for sure. But I mean, besides the pops that we're looking for today, guys, they do have some pretty solid Marvel pops. I love that Matt Murdock Agent Coulson is awesome. That original Thor, Scarlet Witch is always a good one. The Loki, some of the Spider-Man pops that are in there. The Prowler is one that's definitely been on the rise lately with the new Spider-Man movie that came out a little bit ago. Samurai Jack 2-pack. I mean, Star Wars, you name it. Some Disney that's up there as well. Lots of great grails to choose from. And before I forget, guys, Pop Rocks is another category that we need for $100 Funko Pops. Obviously, this one is not a $100 pop, but that is another category that I need to keep in mind. And I made my way over to this second grail table, guys, and they also have some shelves over here. There's a couple pops that I want to talk about. First off, UFC is another pop line, and I'm not sure if there's a $100 Funko Pop that is in that line, but if there is, that's a category that we need. Speaking of other categories that we need, guys, Pop Asia is another one, so we'll need to keep an eye out for a $100 Funko Pop in the Pop Asia category, and also football. So 3 more categories, guys, that we need to consider. Just not 100% sure about UFC if there's a $100 Funko Pop in there. And as I was mentioning earlier, folks, Pop Myths is a line that we need, and at $70, that is pretty darn close with the Kraken right there, but we'll have to keep looking. But if you want to take a look, guys, at some of the other pops that they have on this front table, there's definitely some really good ones to choose from. And honestly, I don't know, I'm kind of tempted on some of them just to buy for my personal collection, but we're here for the $100 Funko Pops today. So I want to come back, guys, to Pop Rides like I was talking about earlier. There's this guy that's up top right here. We have Freddy's Ride from New York Comic Con, limited 2,000 pieces. And that's at $95. I would say that's pretty darn close to the $100 price point that we're looking for. So that is definitely an option for Pop Rides, and I'm highly considering getting that one today to check off that rides category. Also, folks, I got to mention that Harry Potter is another category that we still need to check off. And I don't know if the Fantastic Beasts ones count as Harry Potter, but that Alchemy pop right there is at $100. So if it is in Harry Potter, that is one that we need. Also, WWE is another category that we need to keep an eye out for as well, guys. So there's a couple of those. Oh, and one thing, guys, that I haven't actually seen in person, guys, is this Awakened Gone from Hunter x Hunter. And I do want to mention, guys, I kind of want to compare it to a normal size of a pop and everything. For some reason, this is a lot smaller than I expected. I guess it's kind of similar, width-wise to a normal Funko Pop, but obviously it's a little taller. Kind of interesting. I've never seen that in person. But folks, as for me and the $100 Funko Pop that I'm looking for today here at this pop-up shop, I think I've actually made up my mind on a few that I want to decide between. But folks, just to be sure before I make my decision, guys, I want to go to the nerd store and make sure that they don't have another $100 Funko Pop that I want to consider. Kind of look through this case, guys, real quick, and I don't notice any Funko Pops that I need, but there's still some really cool ones in here. You got some really awesome ad icons in here, guys, with Sonny the Cuckoo. You also have Miles Morales, which is the Foot Locker exclusive. That one's definitely exploded in price, guys. You have that really cool Rumble from the Transformers NFT line. That's an awesome one. I've actually seen this one in person, guys, but they have the Pop and Bag combo with Heimlich right here. That's the 4,000 piece exclusive. And they also have the Tony the Tiger Surfing. That's Flock. That's also limited to, I believe, 2,000 pieces. Yeah, 2,000. But if you guys want to take a look at some of the other stuff that they have in here, they have some great stuff. And one thing that I wanted to highlight, guys, is this signed Napoleon Dynamite right here, guys. That is rad. We're going to head back over to the pop-up shop, guys, and buy my pops.
A few moments later.
All right, folks, I bought my $100 Funko Pop. I'm excited to show it off to you and let you know which category we just checked off. Oh, guys, and there's also something that I actually forgot to mention. So as a backup plan, I actually brought this pop with me, guys, that we found in the previous episode. We have Brumac right here from Gears of War, and this goes for about $100 to $130. So we're actually gonna go to Pop City and trade this one in, and that will be in the next episode, so we can get another $100 Funko Pop, guys. So this category in this pop that we bought today, I actually ended up getting for $85.80. And he ended up giving me a little bit of a discount because he said it's been sitting forever and he just wanted to get rid of it. So if we can get a $100 Funko Pop for $15 cheaper, that's fine by me. But the pop that I ended up getting, guys, was a part of the Pop Rides category, and it is Freddy's Ride from New York Comic Con. If you want to take a closer look, guys, this is limited to 2,000 pieces, and boy, I think this is probably one of the better Funko rides that are out there. I mean, there are a few that are definitely in my top. One of them that comes to mind is like that Marvin the Martian spaceship ride, and maybe even Indiana Jones. But hey, I would say that this is probably in the top right next to him. I love all the little details that this is kind of supposed to be related to like a taxi, because this was, you know, at New York Comic Con when it was available. And I think this one actually came out right before I started collecting. Yeah, it actually came out in 2016, and you can see that with the bottom sticker right there. Anyways, this is a really stellar pop, guys, and we can check off the Pop Rides category over on our $100 Funko Pop list. And I also think we need to add it to the shelf, even though the shelf is looking a little scary. We might need to install another shelf here pretty soon. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the $50 Funko Pop Collection Challenge. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section below which category I should check off next, or if you saw anything cool over at the Nerd Store pop-up shop that you would want to pick up, let me know in the comment section below. Next episode is gonna be coming very soon, guys, as I hinted, you know, just a little bit ago in this video, so be on the lookout for that. Be sure to subscribe. You guys are awesome and the best. Like always, remember to be kind to one another and always promote positivity. I will see you in the next video. Catch you guys later.